Welcome back to my channel and happy Monday. I hope your weekend was good. Ours definitely was. This was actually weekend before last. Josh's dad and his friend Jordan, which is pretty much his brother, so Ellie calls him Uncle Jordan, but they came in, made a little hog pit. But while they were doing that, I was busy doing the closets. As you can see, this side, at the bottom of my side, there was like a whole bunch of extra wood paneling for our floors. So Josh finally got that out of the house and I was able to reorganize the closets. I actually moved his side where my side was and my side to his side. So his side from the left to the right, my side from the right to the left. And it worked out really good that way, especially in the mornings when Josh is, getting ready for work. He has room to go over on my side, or to go over on his side of the closet, which is my side of the bed is right there. But he's able to get in and get out. It's so organized that he doesn't really make a ruckus on that side and it doesn't wake me up in the mornings. And how I got it set up, it used to be the clothes that I'm taking out now from the top of the closet. That's where Josh put all of his clothes in, and I used the dresser that our TV sits on in front of our bed. But I took his clothes, and I was going to put them in, like, this square bin type thing. It's a cubicle shelf, I guess you could say, and I was going to use that, but I decided not to, and you'll see the gray bins at the end. But I ended up putting all of our blankets that we use for that room, like our comforters, our sheets, and throw-on blankets, I put in the top of that closet. I don't know if you can see, but on my side, I already got a few up there, and I think I got a few of his up there. But I'll show you the ending when we get to there, because I had to pretty much also reorganize this side of the closet because it was getting to where, like, some of his stuff needed to come in here, and then I cleaned up all of the blankets and put them in our room, so there was more storage for me to pretty much organize. This is my craft closet, so if you are new, I do sewing and crocheting and stuff, and I had a bunch of batting and extra yarn and stuff that I just had to get out of that closet. Okay, Ellie has joined us for the voiceover, and we are in her room, and I'm currently trying to find out how to turn off the fan because I don't know if it's making any noise. And this is the finished product. I can shut the doors, and yes, I still have like a suitcase and stuff over there, but we travel to Arkansas so many times that I just have the suitcase there. But I can finally shut that door, or our door, and the craft room door. And this is my clothes, and then my shoes, and see, the blankets are at top, husband's clothes are in the middle, and he has his two gray bins, one for pants and one for shirts and underwear, and then he has like a little bin for socks. So my newest project after that, or my latest project after that, which I think is like almost the same day, if not the next day, was to clean where the old washer was and clean the new washer so that my husband can put the new washer in where the old washer was. So I had to sweep all of that dirt. There was so much lint that, it gets wet and gets behind the washer, which you wouldn't believe how much that happens. But then Ellie, got into stuff. She's been learning how to climb this little step stool that I use as a barrier, and she's been able to get on my TV tray. So that's been the latest complication, is Ellie getting into everything and climbing over everything, but yet she still can't walk, which is almost aggravating because she can do all this other stuff, but she can't walk. But I sprayed some bleach at the bottom because some of that lint that I was talking about, it gets like muddy and thick and starts caking up on the floors. So I just wanted to make sure I cleaned that, and I cleaned the walls just because, why not? There's no such thing as over cleaning, or at least I don't think so. Maybe if you're obsessive cleaning, yes, but no. If you just wipe the walls just a little bit every now and then, you'll be good, and you won't have to wipe them as much, if you do it little by little. You know what I mean? I don't know. But then now we're working on this new washer. It doesn't look as dirty, or I feel like it doesn't look as dirty until I finally clean it, and then you can tell where the dirt was and where it's not anymore. And I did use bleach and water, and I even dipped my sponge, or not really a sponge, it's like a little brush. It was a hand brush. It had like the water, and you put some soap in it, and you could press the button, and it washes everything. But the handle broke off, so I am left with the brush. So I just used the brush, and I dipped the brush in a tub of water and soap. And so I sprayed some bleach, and then dipped the brush in some water and soap, and scrubbed that down. And then I got a rag to wipe everything off. And it actually did a pretty good job just for using some mundane little things. I didn't have to use a special, mixture or anything like that. And the reason why I do the bleach, like I spray the bleach and I do the soap and water, it's because you're not really supposed to mix bleach with a lot of solutions or a lot of stuff, because if you do, it can create a bad chemical and stuff like that, or it eats up the chemicals that need to be used separately, if that makes any sense. So I always spray some bleach first and then scrub it with some soap and water after, or separately. You might think kill two birds with one stone, but no. And you're also not supposed to mix bleach with rubbing alcohol, vinegar, and acetone, which I wouldn't see why you would mix so many chemicals like that together, or mix two of them at once, because that just sounds like a chemical reaction or gaseous chemical reaction to happen. But don't do it. Bottom line, don't do it. So I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. I don't know why this video or this clip took so long, but it was that messy. It was that caked on, and the dirt was just like, sometimes you gotta clean stuff more than once. And with the bleach, I probably should have let it sit a little bit longer before I wiped, but I think this time around, I used a regular washcloth. Now I'm using a microfiber washcloth, and I love using a microfiber as like a last, you use it last. You never use it for scrubbing or anything. You always use a microfiber cloth last, because it gets all the little bitty dust particles, all the little bitty hair, and everything else. Like, it just gets those hard to grab things. So always use that last. And then I cleaned the inside with some bleach and water. It did have a bunch of like dirt and stuff in it, so I tried to wipe some of that off, or let the bleach eat it through. So here's the before and after. It definitely brightened up a lot more and just looks so much better. And Josh put it in and plugged it in, and I put some baking soda. What is it? I put some baking soda and vinegar in by itself to wash it, to do like a empty wash, a dry wash, or like a dry fire, but there's nothing in it except for the cleaning solution stuff. I wanted to get like the Tide, or somebody makes like a little thing where you put it in your washer and it washes your washer, but we don't have that, or we didn't have that, and I wasn't about to go to the store or do anything like that, so I did baking soda and white vinegar and did a wash that way, and it cleaned it up really nicely. It actually made it smell super good, and I recommend you doing like a good clean on your washer every now and then. It made our clothes smell a lot more fresh, and it just it was amazing. So, and after that, Josh, I don't know what he was doing, but I think he cleaned some leaves and cleaned up some leaves from our backyard and burnt them. Okay. Sorry, Ellie was being a baby in the background. You know, babies do what babies do. But anyways, make sure you like and subscribe so YouTube knows that you like videos like this. And it also really helps us. And plus, most of you that are watching this video are not subscribed. And if you subscribe, that will help people like you to find this kind of content. So, again, thank you for watching. Ellie is trying to grab my earpieces. And we are going to finish dinner.